It's also possible to define expression or use expression to select a column, and I'd like to show that to you as well. So for example, I'm creating a little bit of space here. So for example, I can use def.select and I say expr selection and then asset column I'd like to have it. And also again, I'd like to use the $ keyword, say trade name dot show, again 5 rows. Here you can see again I could select the asset and also the trade name columns. The nice thing about expression is that you can also apply some sort of operations on the columns of a data frame. So for example, I can say while selecting, you can apply a couple of operations, like for example, I'd like to take the unit column, and also I'd like to have an expression which this expression multiply the unit column by 2. Just inside you can write unit multiplied by 2, whatever expression you like you can write inside this expr expression, and then you can rename it also here like unit multiplied by 2, and then you can also select other column names. And let's select the 3 rows or 4 rows, 3 rows. Here you can see that, okay, I got the unit column, then another column unit multiplied by 2, and then this is multiplied by 2, and also the column name trade name. So this select statement and the expression gives you a lot of flexibility to write any expression which you'd like. Instead of the expression also, or the Expr, you can also use select expression directly as well. So for example, I can write selectExpr, such a select also exists. I can write asset, for example, platform, and you can write specific select expressions here. The trade name is like has a space. I need to use this backticks. Then I say trade name here, and similarly for buy date, I should write it like this using the backticks. All right, buy date. I can select, for example, the unit, and I'd like to also write my custom expression or some custom operation. So for example, I'd like to write sell price minus buy price and rename it as profit. So if I write this, then I can show the first 4, and let's see. Okay, let me explain it. I just selected the select expression directly, and then I selected asset platform column as it was, and then I selected trade name. Here I used the triple quotation and also a backtick for the columns which they have space in between. Then I also applied the operation directly, like for example, I used this triple quotation and also the backticks to select the columns, but in between I could use the minus to subtract 2 columns and even rename it at the same time. So if I wanted to use or define it using this select and expr separately, I could use this, I could define it like this. So let me write it down here. Similarly, if I want to use the select and expr separately, I could write df.select, then I could write asset, could write platform, and I could write, for example, $ trade name. So if I write, I want to make sure it is correct up to now. You can see that I need to use, for example, the call keywords here because I use the $ here, And if I use the call keyword here or the dollar sign, doesn't matter, this should be working. So to see how I can achieve this using the select and the Expr, still continue with writing the other column names which I had. So I can say by date again, and also the unit column. And to achieve this expression, select sell price minus buy price, rename it as profit. I can write expr sell price minus buy price, and here I could rename it as profit. So let's see if this is working. Of course not, because the sell price, I need to also put it in the backtick. And if I put the buy price also in the backtick, this is actually working. So you can see that this is, the results are the same, exactly the same. However, I could achieve it one time with selectExpr, and the other time I could achieve this using the .select and the expr